This is Rahul here, and today we have the Micromax Ninja A87 for review. Let's take a closer look at the handset now. This handset has a 4-inch display, as you can see, it's quite big, and it has a resolution of 480 by 800 pixels with a pixel density of 233 pixels per inch. Let's take a look at the hardware on this device. On the top of the device we have the 3.5mm jack. At the bottom we have a single micro USB port. At the left of the device we have the volume rocker button here and the power button on the right side. Let's take a closer look at the interface of the device. This is the lock screen, as you can see. You slide to unlock the screen, and this is the standard Android menu. As you can see, Micromax has not modified the stock Android version. Coming to the Android version on this phone runs, as you can see, the Android 2.3.5 Gingerbird version. The Micromax A87 comes with a bunch of preloaded apps. As you can see, this is the traffic monitor app using which you can calculate your data spent on this device, and you can set limits as well. And Micromax has its own store. As you can see, it's called the M Store. It's Micromax own app store. It also has the Google Play Store if you want apps from the Play Store, and there's the M Zone application here, as you can see here. This is Micromax own store from where you can purchase wallpapers and stuff. Apart from this, the phone also gets the ES File Explorer, which you can use to manage your files. And now we'll take a look at the music application here. It's a very basic application, as you can see. We have the songs, albums, artists and playlist tabs here. It doesn't have any equalizer options. You can just play as it is without any enhancements. My suggestion would be to try using a separate music app. The music playback on this device was quite satisfactory, although I would have loved better earphones with this device, but for the price you pay, it's quite decent. Scrolling through the menu is quite slick, as you can see. This is the main music playback menu of the device. I'll just try playing a file here. You can increase the volume using the rocker button. The volume on this device is quite low, as there is only a single speaker at the back side. As you can see, there are no stereo speakers. We will now take a look at the camera menu. As you can see, we are in the camera mode right now, and it has a lot of options. As you can see, this is the image size selector, and you can shoot in QVGA and up to 2 megapixel in size. There's a fine and super fine mode, a normal mode. You can also add color effects, and there's a brightness control option as well. Anti-banding, saturation levels can be set, contrast levels, you can also set sharpness, and there's a camera setting restore button here. Quite a bunch of options there. And we have the option to geotag images. You can switch on or switch off GPS when you want. There's a timer option as well. You can set up to 10 seconds of lag. You can also shoot images in continuous mode up to 3 or 5 pictures, or a single picture mode. There's auto white balance as well. A bunch of options there, and you can zoom up to 4x. Now you go to the video mode. In video mode we have a bunch of color options, and you can shoot in VGA mode, and you can also select the video encoder here. As you can see, we have selected MPG4. You can also switch to H264, and finally we can select the video quality as well. We have selected custom here, and that's the camera on the A87 Micromax. And you can see the menu transition is quite smooth, especially considering the fact that this phone only has 256 MB of RAM, but the 1 GHz processor is quite decent. Onto the menu. Also to be noted is this notification bar, and from where you can select the brightness, you can switch off Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and all your data connections, and even put your phone on, change the profile of your phone to silent or to meeting or general. Please note that if you run more than 2 or 3 applications on this device, it might tend to get slow. That's only because of the 256 MB RAM restriction. It has 130 MB of internal memory. You can always add a micro SD card to increase the memory. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance of this phone, especially considering the price you pay. This phone will cost you around 5,900 bucks in the market right now, which is a pretty good price for an Android device. Thanks a lot.